Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Today, the curtain falls on the regular season. We've got a good one in store between the Detroit Lions and the Green Bay Packers. Two teams that have met at least twice a year since 1932. The Lions and Packers underway from Lambeau. On play action. Love to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown.
So a big defensive play there on the opening drive, no less, as they make the interception and bring it back for the score.
And I think that's a signal for how this defense wants to play. They want to be disruptive, and you know they're going to take some chances.
Well, sometimes it can burn you, but right there, it paid off. Taken at the goal line.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
On 2nd and 10, Love. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Ready? On 3rd down, Love. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. So on 4th down, on is the punter, Pat O'Donnell, to kick it away. Back deep, Khalif Raymond. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Lions will take over.
Here we go, set, green jack.
On 1st down, Lance.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move them all over the place to try and find good matchups, and they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Lance.
Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know there's probably another throw coming on 3rd down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
Throwing his Lance on 3rd down.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. It's Chris Harris with a pick.
And the Packers are going to take possession of the football. So problems with errant passing continuing. Remember, he threw 2 picks in the loss last week, and now another here in this first quarter.
And sometimes, partner, this is the result of a quarterback who's simply trying to do too much.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart.
And the Lions are going to take over at their own 13-yard line.
They'll start on the ground with Swift. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, this defense for the Packers, they were very good a week ago in that win over Minnesota.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 14 and a first down for Detroit.
Ready. 10 cycles. 5, 97, ready.
Here's Lance to throw it.
And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. The job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted.
Picked off by Quay Walker. And the Packers are going to take possession of the football. So another interception for him on the year. He is making quite a splash in his rookie campaign.
And most linebackers feel they're lucky if they get 1 or 2 of these a year, because once you start getting to 3, 4, and 5, that's when you know you've got a special player and someone the quarterbacks have to account for.
Here's Johnson with a reception. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Red, yellow. Hey, red, blue, stripe. Hut, hut.
Out of the shotgun, it's Love. Touchdown, Packers. Deontay Johnson, his 19th touchdown now on the season.
And the Packers are an extra point away from evening this one up.
Crosby with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
DeAndre Swift, the intended receiver that time.
And it's 3rd down.
Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Chase Young drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long. And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away.
It's taken to the 26. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10.
Here we go.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored.
He's got a man, complete.
And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. And that looked almost to be a case of, a quarterback saying, hey, I'm going to throw this as far as I can and hope you run under it. Mission accomplished.
And that's how you start a drive, because
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Here we go. Set.
So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Throwing. Love. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
Eluding the pressure right. And here's another interception, the third of this first quarter.
And the Lions are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Once again, it's Swift.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
From the gun on 3rd down, Lance.
And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1.
7-7, our score after 1.
Here comes the Lions punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Now a fair catch taken just across midfield, maybe by a yard or 2. A 40-yard punt, no return, and out will come the offense as they take over.
Ready, set.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the plague did on the last one.
Ready.
So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped.
Black shot. Step up.
Play action this time with Love. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Now Crosby for the point after. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
Here comes Khalif Raymond from his end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
After that last score we just saw, now 14-7, so a chance to march down the field here, try to tie this football game.
That's caught inside the 20.
And they're going to get this down inside the 15. Quite a show of arm strength right there. That was in the air for a long time, and it was on target, too.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
Let's see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down. And Lance now to throw.
And that'll be caught by St. Brown. So they'll get nothing out of that play, and that's going to make it 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Okay, right.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
Right.
And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments to prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively.
Now a dump off here complete.
And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. The Packers at 11-5 on the year, and they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
And the Lions are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. Well, CD, you know, when you mentioned earlier about spreading the ball around in this game, I don't think you mentioned the guys in the other uniform. With 4 interceptions here in the first half, and several different guys have picked him off.
Yeah, instead of analyzing what's going wrong with him, throwing the football, while we look at the defense, they came in prepared, had excellent game plan, well scouted, and they're taking it away at almost every turn.
On 2nd down, Swift.
And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Packer pressure, and down he goes.
Chase Young.
That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half.
Jack Fox out to punt here on 4th down.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. This is taken around the 12.
Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field is still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
Red, yellow, blue stripe.
Play fake. Here's Love.
Slant route, he's got Dobbs. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
Love, they go play action now. Flush to his right.
He's going to launch this deep for Watson.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked by Tracy Walker.
And the Lions will have the football as this is taken up past the 30.
I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Working from the gun, Lance.
And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime.
On the double.
It looks like the Packers have added an extra DB on third down.
Throwing now is Lance.
And he's going to go down again. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. Here comes the Lions punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And the Packers will have a short field to work with here as they take over 1st and 10. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
They'll get this into the hands of Dillon, complete.
Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half.
Watch out now. 50 Fury. Black, red. Red, cycle.
Throwing again on 2nd down.
Love. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And this one incomplete. Oh, he couldn't hang on to it in the end zone, and that's one that'll haunt you. And now it brings up 3rd down.
Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. He's going to take another shot here. And this is going to be intercepted.
And the Lions are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
Well, to be frank, CD, this is getting tough to watch. I mean, you feel for him, but 6 interceptions, that's at a whole new level. It's not a good level.
It makes it tougher and tougher to come up with ways to try and support him. But you have to as a team because you can't just throw your quarterback aside. You're going to need him later on. But it reminds me of a time that a former defense coordinator of mine told me he was in a game.
And Lance throws the interception, his 3rd. Picked off by Eric Stokes. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half.
So we're at halftime here at Lambeau with the Packers taking the lead to the break as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, and we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin getting set for quarter number 3 here. It'll be Lions football to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports.
Here's Raymond bringing it out.
And he'll be out of bounds here, a yard shy of the 25 at the 24. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
And they're down on the scoreboard, sort of a sloppy first half. And Coach Davis, if you were in the locker room, what would the message have been?
I think I'd have to go with something you don't ordinarily go with in the NFL. That's a little fire and brimstone. You've got to fire these guys up. Make them understand what's going on out there. They were so sloppy in the first half. Too many turnovers. Tighten things up. Maybe get in their face a little bit. Get in their grill. And then send them back out.
And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
This is taken at about the 14. Well, that'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Packer drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10.
Okay, ready?
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
Black shot. Hut, hut.
1st down, Love to pass. That is caught. It's the tight end, Tunyon.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Love looking to throw it. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And this is caught inside the 5. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Working out of the gun. Love. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Romeo Doubs, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon, as his guys are able to extend their lead. Extra point up and good by Crosby, and that makes it a 21-10 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Here's Raymond bringing it out. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They'll look to make some inroads here, trailing 21-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. The Lance going to throw. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
To throw again on 2nd down. Lance. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now Lance. And he's going to go down. He backed up into the end zone, and this is going to wind up a safety.
Well, 2 snaps ago, I don't think anyone thought a safety was on the table, yet it happened. They caught him on back-to-back plays breaking through the line. No amount of evading was going to save him from a sack on either play, and on the last one, he ran too deep into the end zone